Hi guys. So we're starting our planetary movement through our solar system and our zodiac with the sun. My plan is to start each recording with an affirmation that you can repeat to yourself before listening to the recording so that you can prepare yourself for the information, and you can also apply it to your life. So here I'm doing this introduction, but after this, with every other planet, I'm just going to start with the affirmations and then go into the details of the planets. So here we go. I am. I am strong. I stand up for myself. I am powerful. I am at peace. I am. I am strong. I stand up for myself. I am powerful. I am at peace. I am. I am strong. I stand up for myself. I am powerful. I am at peace. Now, the reason we did the I am affirmations is because the sun rules over Leo. Leo rules over our solar plexus. And our solar plexus is our third chakra, that is our ego, our personality, our consciousness, our I am. A brief history of the sun. Our beautiful sun has been in our sky for millions of years, as we know. Our sun has gone through many identity changes. In every culture, our sun was called something else. Most recently, as a society, we are coming to terms with the fact that our sun transitioned from Haru or Horus, the sun god, to now Christ, the christened God. Our sun represents our vitality. Our sun represents stamina. Our sun represents life. It is through our sun that our planet experiences the life cycles. The plants experience photosynthesis. The animals, humans, reptiles, birds, we experience reproduction. Food grows. We experience prosperity, in other words. Now, our sun brings about a masculine force. Our sun is masculine divine energy. Our sun represents our core personality. Our sun, at its best, brings us happiness and harmony in our daily lives. In the zodiac, our sun represents our best self. To explain that, if your sun is in Capricorn and your moon is in Taurus, your best self, the best representation of who you are as a person, is the Capricorn sign. And if you do your research or if you listen to my recording on Capricorn, you will then understand the duality of your personality. Capricorn ruling over discipline, Taurus ruling over stability. You will understand how you live in this dualistic system. In other words, to better understand the sun is to take time to understand yourself, because your true persona is in your sun sign, where your emotional/feminine energy is in your moon sign. Your masculine energy, your I am, is in your sun sign. So take some time out to listen to the recordings of the different zodiacs that I put that's in my playlist, and you'll get a better understanding of who you are when it comes to your sun sign and the relationship that you have with the sun depending on your sign. Now, if you're a man, your sun represents your approach to life, meaning the sun ruling over Leo. If you're a male Leo, you stand as the foundation of your family. You stand as the breadwinner of your household. You stand as a leader of the pack. Now, if you're a female sun sign, the sun represents the type of men or male figures that you either have in your life or you attract into your life. Now, I'm going to get into details with the women because in our society, the relationship between the sun and women is not balanced. We have so many women who have been hurt by men in the past who go on to attract more of that traumatic male relationship throughout their lives. And that's simply because they're not living in their true persona. I myself being a Taurus, I know that I enjoy stability, the luxuries of life, vitality. So therefore, I attract into my life men who represent that. My father, not to get too personal, my father's a Leo, and he was one of the most lion men that I knew. He represented everything that the sun stands for. And even till today, I still find myself, when I'm looking for someone to spend my life with, I look for someone who's similar to that energy and that aura that I had in my father. And when I was researching and taking notes on the sun, the fact that it said, as a woman, the sun represents the man in your life or the male figure in your life, that resonated deeply with me because I had to come to the understanding, several times in my life, I would say to myself, either my husband or my son remind me so much of my father, be it positive or negative attributes. They remind me a lot of my father, and that kind of confirmed it for me, how subconsciously, when we're choosing our partners, we always choose a partner that represents the strongest male figure that we had in our lives as young children. And as men, the sun represents our approach to life. So as a male, you will live your life based on a male figure that you accepted as being powerful or strong or a leader. Even if it's not your father, it could be an uncle, a cousin, whoever it is, you will always find yourself mimicking the behavior, the thought pattern of that male that represented power, that represented the highest divine masculinity when you were growing up, when you were learning about life, when you were, in other words, being coached on what life is. Moving on, the sun is our foundation of our identity. Running through your zodiac, depending on who you are, regardless if you're going through the positive or the negative attributes of your zodiac sign. I said sun. Your zodiac sign, the sun represents that foundation. So if you find yourself in the negative light of your sign, research to find out what is it that's affecting you within your sun, within your solar plexus, within your third chakra. And you will solve that problem. And you will return back to your true persona, your core personality, your best identity. Because our self-image is in the sun. When you wake up and you take your shower and you get dressed and you put on your makeup if you're a woman, or you put on your suit and tie if you're a man, that is your sun. That is your sun sign. Living its best life, in other words. Giving you a sense of purpose. The sun inspires us. The sun gives us pride. Now, there is negative attributes to the sun. And these negative attributes are the fact that the sun might give you false pride in its darkness. The sun might give you false identity. And that's where earlier when I said if you're going through the negativity of your sun sign, if you're a Taurus and you're not experiencing the positive attributes of being a Taurus, that means you're in the negative light of the sun. You're experiencing the negative side of the sun, and you need to look within yourself, look within your solar plexus. And I will do videos regarding the 7 chakras. I will break them down one by one, and you will understand what I mean when I say look into your solar plexus to see what's wrong with you, in other words, what's going on, because that negative attributes of false identity and false pride leads to arrogance, cockiness, a false self-confidence, which later becomes self-destructive because it becomes like a virus that when it's not being fed, it goes out to destroy, and it destroys and it destroys, and before you know it, you're only living in that dark negative attribute of your sun sign. I can use, for example, you know how everyone speaks of the Scorpio, and they're like, Scorpios are passionate, this, that, but they do have that dark side. That dark side, if you're not careful of it, and you keep feeding that dark side, the sun's energy has the ability to keep propelling that dark side within you. And before you know it, you're boxed into your own darkness, destroying yourself and destroying everything around you. Similar to a natural disaster. The most violent natural disaster I can think of is a tornado. You become like a tornado, just pulling and ripping apart everything around you. So it's always important to understand that within the zodiac, your sun sign plays a vital role in yourself. Your sun sign, positive or negative, affects you. When it comes to your personality and your ego, it affects you most. I don't want to say most because each planet plays its specific role in your life. But your sun sign, the way you exert yourself out into the world, that is its most important role. And when you find yourself lost in your ego, that's when you start feeding more into that negative side of you. And that's when you become self-destructive. Now, I will link the individual zodiacs below so that you can kind of play with the information to see, hey, I've been going through this forever. Let me look deeper into myself, because not to veer off, a lot of the negativity, which I did cover in the individual zodiacs, a lot of the negativity that we experience as adults go back to when we were children. There are a lot of unresolved issues. Like, even if you review my spiritual awakening recordings, I speak on that a lot, because as we're coming into our best selves, as we're projecting out into the world this person that we've always known that we are, but we're ready to share with the world, we have to understand that there are aspects of ourselves that got neglected along the way, that need that love and affection, or that needs the sun's rays, that needs some light shined down on it. And this is where we work in our solar plexus chakra, in our ego, in our personality chakra. This is where we work. Because if you are a child that didn't get enough attention, you find yourself in the darker side, the negative side of the sun, of your sun sign. Or if you are a child that got too much attention, you find yourself in the egotistical, which is neither negative nor positive. You're just very egotistical. You're all about yourself. So this is where the work comes in. And as I do more the videos on the 7 chakras, we'll discuss how to fix these things, because they can be fixed. It's not like you're permanently, the way that you are. As long as you're willing and able to put in the work, it can be fixed. So that is our sun. Oh yeah, and I also wanted to note that within the zodiac, the sun transits between 28 and 31 days in each sign. So we all know that. I just wanted to make sure everyone understands that. Like right now, we're in Libra season and we're about to go into Scorpio season. So for about 30 days, or I believe 31 days, we'll be in the sun sign of Scorpio. So the sun will be in Scorpio. So the sun, depending on if it's experiencing the positive attributes of Scorpio or the negative attributes of Scorpio, you personally will feel it. Like you will be going through it as well. So that's something to keep in mind. Next, we're going to jump right into Mercury. So stay tuned.